And your source for esports racing is live. Good evening, everybody, or late afternoon, or wherever the heck you may be. Live from the home office of Full Velocity Racing Network in Mount Upton, New York, we bring to you live Full Velocity Racing Network coverage of a Dirt Warrior Racing EWRAPS UMP Modified Series Season number 2, race number 1 on tap tonight at the beautiful Volusia Speedway Park. Good evening, everybody. Welcome aboard via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Phil LaCasse here, and alongside, about 3 inches to my right, will be my partner in crime, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton. And the Summer Summit of 2019 is well underway, and for the first time in a couple nights I've been here, we're live doing some TV out here for you. So really good to be out here live with you guys. And Todd, as always, good to be alongside out here. Thanks for the hospitality this week, and let's have some fun here tonight with DWR.
Definitely going to have some fun here this evening. Volusia Speedway, the site of the EWRAPS Modified Tour, the season opener here on Sunday night, as that's heat number 1 already out there, locked and loaded, and it is going to go away starting like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 10, that's Racing Jason Zelder. His dash part of the outside, driving the 06 machine, that Twisted Motorsports sponsor machine, that is Matthew Everts. Next row back, starting inside row number 2, that's number 21, that's Jim Revis. Revis aboard the number 21, and outside of him will be the number 73, that's Stephen Moore. Moore aboard the number 73. Inside row number 3, starting in the 5th starting position, driving the number 67, that's Soros Raytech, and outside of him is James Selner aboard the 953.
All right, so the call is out there for 7. It looks like we have 6 as Chad Rigby was scheduled to be out there starting 7th, but it looks like only 6 drivers going to make the call onto the racetrack here for heat race number 1. As we said, Jason Salter, Matthew Everett, Jim Revitt, Stephen Moore, Sawyer Swaytech, and James Selner, a new name over here that I've seen for the very first time here in Carterman 953. Going to roll off on the outside of the 3rd row. Field making its way through now the west end of the racetrack, turns number 3 and 4, and it looks like this time by, we're getting set to go green flag racing, I flag, green flag up in the air, we go racing off into turn number 1. Jason Salter going to lead Matt Everett, look at Matt going to try the outside. Salter going to take the race lead as they head to 3 for the first time.
Racing Jason Salter aboard the trash pan of graphics. Oh, around goes the 73 machine of Stephen Moore. Over there in turns 3 and 4. Green flag still out. Don't believe yellow flag going to come out here in the heat races. But it's Racing Jason Salter. Then you got Matthew Everett running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is Jim Revis in the 21.
Yeah, looks like no caution's going to be the way of the land here for the EWRAPS Modified Series. And we work lap number 3 now under the green flag. 10 laps here in the distance. All racing Jason Salter up front. Matt Everett in for 2nd. Jim Revis running that 3rd spot. Stephen Moore going to fall on the top 4 spots. Sorry, Swaytech, James Elder. Those guys back there as well, but all chasing Jason Salter, who's pulled himself out to a good 6 or 7, probably commands sprint number 3.
And Jason Salter with a good advantage over the Twisted Motorsports number 06 of Matthew Everett. Everett's about 4 car lengths back as they enter the box runway here to turn number 3. Racing Jason Salter trying to hold on to heat race number 1. Jim Revis starting to come into the fray too. Do not count out. It looks like the number 67 Source Swaytech starting to make some ground up on the 21 of Jim Revis.
Sure is. Sawyer doing a good job out there. Good to see Sawyer back on aboard that number 67. Want to say hello to Paul Suttledeck out there as well. I'm sure he's out there watching us every time Sawyer joins us out here. Well, Paul's never too far behind, so hope all is well out there. But racing Jason Salter continuing with the lead. Going to be there with Matt Everett, Jim Revis, and Sawyer Swaytech. That may be the best battle of the racetrack. Is Selner also in the 953. He's going to look to make waves from the top 5 as well.
Yeah, Selner now up to the top 5. You said he's in 4th now. Is at 953 machine. Now a battle for the lead. No, those 6 of Everett's down to the bottom side of Racing Jason Salter. That trash pan, the graphics number 10 machine holding the high side, high, wide, and handsome. Here at the turn number 3, the number 10 of Salter still hanging on out 4.
And doing a good job. Everett's trying to find way down low. He may take a look up high as they get down over to turn number 1 now. Once again, he'll swing to the low side of the racetrack. Salter able to hold off the best challenges of Matthew Everett so far. The underdogs, he calls himself, over in turn number 3 and 4. Salter sliding that thing in beautifully. This time by, we may be 2 to go.
Yeah, popsicle sticks up in the air. They slide down into turn number 1. Everett's right there, hot on his heels. The number 10 of Salter trying to hold him at bay here for just about 1.5 more circuits around the Volusia Speedway Park. And it's Salter getting the white silk here. Can he hold on one more trick?
One more time around the half mile here in Barterville, Florida for car number 10, racing Jason Salter. 2-car lengths advantage over Matthew Everton off of turn number 2, down in the back chute. The final time, Everett's going to make one more dive move here to turn number 3. Can he make it work off the corner? Salter lets it eat up high. Everett's down low. Give Jason Salter the win in heat race number 1 in a very hotly contested battle between himself and Matthew Everett. Jim Revis in for 3rd. James Seller in for 4th. Stephen Moore going to get a top 5 in heat race number 1. Sawyer Swiatek going to finish off 6th there. So that's how they went out there for heat race number 1. Heat race number 2 about to pull its way onto the racetrack. So before we get there, well, first we'll go through the lineup here, of course, as we check here through heat race number 2, as I'm able to see here tonight by way of sitting next to Todd what he's going to give me out here on the screen. So it's going to be a little bit different than I would normally go about it. But hey, this works. On the pole in heat race number 2 aboard the 010, that is Casey Brunson with the number 18. Kyle Surratt going to roll off on the outside of row number 1. In the row number 2, the EWRAPS car number 12, Electric Eric Eichstadt on the inside of the 2nd row with the number 07, Justin Pruitt on the outside of the 2nd row. In row number 3, aboard car number 25, that is Henry Jones, and alongside in the number 61, I've coined it the Flying Pheasant, that is Joshua Peacock aboard the number 61, and scheduled to go out there 7th, although I do not believe he's going to join us out there. Was scheduled to be the 143 of Lucas Schode. So looks like we're only going to have 6 of the 7 drivers once again make the call here for heat race number 2. So a couple of familiar names here and a couple of new ones out there. Guys like Henry Jones we haven't seen before. I know Kyle Surratt, a guy who's resurfaced here recently. He's always really fast. So these 10 laps should be a lot of fun to watch as they parade around here the half mile.
Definitely these 10 laps should be a ton of fun here at the Volusia Speedway Park. It has got a wild front row. That's Casey Brunson and Kyle Surratt aboard the number 18 machine. 2nd row, like Phil said, that's Electric Eric trying to get rid of his electric name here in season number 2, maybe of the EWRAPS modified series. Maybe he's going to be able to do that, and we can make him a new nickname. I know he's got to earn that right to get that new nickname. Justin Pruitt, their boys racing out there in that 4th position. So the iRacing.com pace truck getting ready to pull off here at Volusia Speedway Park. It is the number 10 of Brunson and Surratt. They're going to lead him down here off of turn number 4. Green flags in the air. The iRacing I flag, green flag. Side-by-side battle down, and they dive into turn 1.
Now look at Surratt using the outside lane. He may already pull himself off of turn number 2. He may see himself in the race lead for the first time. Him and Casey Brunson having a good race. Casey going to battle back down low. I thought the team may clear him off before there, but look at Casey battle back on the inside. Surratt now going to fall under fire from Eichstadt on the 12. He going to look to the low side over to 3.
Almost 3 wide racing there for the Eichstadt way down on the bottom, letting their catfish down towards the bottom side of the speedway. Here comes Eric Eichstadt up to that 2nd position around Kyle Surratt. Surratt trying to hold on to the 3rd spot, but here comes the 61 of Josh Peacock. Peacock starting to make his wave known.
Yeah, he certainly is. 61 car is definitely on the move, and always Josh is a great piece out there. The local motorboard car number 61, but now a race for the race lead is Brunson sliding up the racetrack. That's going to open the door for Eric Eichstadt down low. The EWRAPS number 12 car, Electric Eric making a bid for the race lead over in turn 3.
Side-by-side battle coming down the back. Straightaway is the number 12 of Eric Eichstadt with a nose in front, down, diving down into turn 3. Slide job maneuver through 3 and 4. Drag race down to the start finish line. Is he going to lead this time by? He's indeed going to be able to do so. Eric Eichstadt by just a little bit there, leading that time by 3 wide battle going on for the top spot. They through the back straightaway.
Sure do. Is Kyle Surratt going to stake his claim down to the inside. Eichstadt going to get stuck in the middle and looking to run up high. For Casey Brunson of the 010, he uses all the momentum off the top shelf in the corner. He's going to assert himself back to the race lead. Eichstadt still in the middle. Surratt not going away. They stay 3 wide off of 2 for the race lead.
3 wide racing down the back straightaways. They continue to go hot and heavy for that top position. The number 10 of Casey Brunson still holding on to the top spot. Here comes Eichstadt firing up through the middle on all cylinders down the front straightaway to turn number 1.
Yeah, he certainly is. He's going to try to make it fire on the low side. Him and Surratt make a little bit of contact. Kyle has to lift onto the throttle a little bit. He loses some time. Eichstadt going to keep it down to the low side. Casey Brunson let her eat up high. Ripping to lip up the top sleeve of Speedway. Brunson now looks like Eichstadt going to clear him for the pass. Eric Eichstadt for the first time out by his lonesome to the race league over in 3.
Eric Eichstadt in the EWRAPS number 12 machine up to the top spot. Here comes the 10 firing back. Brunson in the middle of this 3 wide sandwich into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4. Popsicle stick going to be up in the air.
2 more trips around for car number 12. Eric Eichstadt going to lead him down. into turn number 1 and 2, but Casey Brunson's number 010. He'll fire back to the low side of the racetrack. Kyle Surratt, as we saw earlier, he's going to try to make it a three-way dance for the race lead. They come off a 4. White flag going to go in the air. One more trip around for Eric Eichstadt. He's going to have to defend against 2 covers as they head toward turn 1.
Diving down into turn number 1 for the final time, and up at turn number 2, down the back, straightaway 1 to go here at the Volusia Speedway Park, and Eichstadt holds on to that lead, but it's going to be ever so slightly up at turn number 4. 3 wide still for that top spot. It's going to be Eric Eichstadt taking down heat number 2. Casey Brunson for 2. Third is going to be Kyle Surratt. Fourth is going to be Justin Pruitt, Josh Peacock, and Henry Jones rounds out the rest of your field.
That was just awesome racing right there. We're really too close to call there for that second spot on back, but really good race. Great drive there for Eric Eichstadt, taking down the win in heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 brought to you by Voiles Trucking, about to way its way to the racetrack. So we'll take you through the lineup here on the pole. Aboard car number 09, that is Joshua Ely, with the number 073 of Steve Robbins alongside. In row number 2, the number 91 of Tyson Pankow with the number 88 alongside Kevin Petty, a new name over here at DWR. Great to see a lot of these new faces out here for season number 2 of the UMP Modified Series. And in our third and final row, aboard car number 36, our friend John Monkerton alongside in the 631. That is Alex Cummings. So the call made for 6, and we have all 6 out there. So a pretty healthy group of cars out here as we head toward heat race number 3 rolling its way out there.
Definitely a healthy group of cars out here for the EWRAPS Modified Tour here at Dirt to Warrior Racing. This is one of 2 builds here tonight. We have Sunday Night Shootout, the Street Stock Series, coming up, presented by DWR here tonight. Immediately following this, it'll be about 8:20. They get the green flag for that one, so make sure you guys stay tuned. If you've not liked the link here for Full Velocity Racing Network, make sure you do like the link, and you'll see the great racing going on in Sunday Night Shootout here with the Street Stocks here at about 8:20 Eastern Time is when we're going to go live here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Cannot wait for that one either. Barn burner opening night for the EWRAPS Modified Tour and opening night for the DWR Sunday Night Shootout.
Absolutely. As I'm looking over here to the Facebook Live chat, as I've got phone in hand, I see our buddy Don Dolson's out there. I see Billy Jack Brunson out there. He's trying to own a smiley face. We see Indy Eichstadt, Justin Pruitt out there checking in. Glad you guys are having a great time. We're going to have a heck of a time out here tonight. The home base of the Full Velocity Racing Network, about up to New York. And we get green flag racing heat race number 3 underway, and Joshua Ely to lead it down for the first time in turn 3.
And Ely out to a really big advantage there in the 09 machine. Bulletproof Motorsports number 09. Out to the early race advantage here in heat race number 3. 073 of Steve Robbins running in second. Third is John Monkern. Aboard the number 36 in the Full Velocity Racing Network number 91 machine. That's Tyson Pankow right now running forward.
Yeah, that car is just sexy to look at there. The 91, got to thank God Tyson for flying Full Velocity colors. Up ahead you see John Monkern, number 36. He's the guy who's been turning a lot of laps in this UMPs recently. I expect John Monkern to be a guy who may flex his muscle here tonight. 36 car doing a heck of a job here in the early laps. He is up to third and running down the 073 of Steve Robbins, who currently runs second. They head down the backstretch.
Yeah, currently running second, Steve Robbins, like you said, in that 073 machine as they're trying to hunt him down here. Here comes Pankow down to the bottom side-by-side battle with John Monkern aboard the number 36 machine. And it's a great battle going on for that third spot.
Yeah, it really is. As Pankow can look to the low side of Monkern, you can see his guy shape-shift off the corner. Monkern slides up. Tyson drives it really deep in that number 91 car. Almost drives alongside off of 2. Motoring down toward the third turn. Pankow now, he has that running lane down low. What he doesn't have is the momentum of the high lane there. Is Monkern using all that to his advantage. He holds on for third, but for how long is the 91 car? He is letting her read down low. That 91 car's got a lot of speed.
And 91 down to the bottom side there. Is trying to make something happen there. Leans into the 36 of Monkern just a tad bit. That Evil One Graphics number 36 machine. Still a nice side-by-side battle going on for that third spot. But up front it is all Joshua Ely in that Bulletproof Motorsports 09.
I had to make sure he was still on the racetrack the way he's gapping this field, because I'm looking here at exactly what you're putting out to all our viewers out there live tonight via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. And that 09, he is just checked out from the field, and that leaves Steve Robbins to fight for his life, running in that second spot. Pankow in for third. John Monkern back there fourth. Alex Cummings and Kevin Petty running out there field in a 6-car field. But Joshua Ely's is dominating this field. The racing has been for that second spot on back, where right now Steve Robbins is comfortably holding on. But now it's Tyson Pankow running third, and he may look to the low side, running for second now off of 4.
Just taking a look at Stephen Robbins. He started second. He stayed and maintained that second spot. And that 073 machine, just watching what he's doing here and able to get the white flag here. So he's going to be able to hold on to that second spot. We're going to wait and see. Is Pancal trying to track him down? Josh Wheeler pretty much got this one in the bag.
Oh, he's just driven away and hit here. He's got about 15 car lengths over the field this time. In the turns number 3 and 4 for the final time, give the heat race win to the 09 of Joshua Ely. Steve Robbins going to be in for second. Tyson Pancal going to wrap up here with third. John Montkert for fourth. Alex Cummings going to get a top 5 with Kevin Pettyman's number 88 rounding out our field here for heat race number 3. And it looks like it's going to be time for what do we got here? B-Main racing action is see it clicked away. I see some names populating here. So we've had 3 really fantastic heat races. And it looks like, Todd, we're going to play a little bit of B-Main action as we got new drivers populating out to the racetrack, and I'll throw it over to you. I believe B-Main's starting lineup is being posted as we speak.
As we are getting locked and loaded for the B-Main, it's going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 73 machine. That is going to be Stephen Moore. His dancing part of the outside. That's going to be the number 61. That's Josh Peacock. Inside row number 2 is the Alex Cummings machine, the 631, and Chadwick Rigby aboard the 53. He's going to roll off of that 4th spot. Rolling out 5th will be the number 25. That's Henry Jones. Jones aboard the number 25. And Kevin Pettyman in the number 88. He's going to roll off 6. Rolling off 7th is Lucas Chode aboard the 143 machine. So that's going to be 7 cars we called for. 7 cars we have out here at the Volusia Speedway Park here for B-Main in the EWRAPS Modified Tour.
Yeah, the call was for 7, but it looks like only 5 have taken the grid with Chad Rigby and Lucius Chow not taking the call here. So 5 cars on the racetrack, and I'm just trying to figure out how many we're taking on here. I believe all these guys may transfer on into the A-Main, but not exactly sure. We'll see if we get some clarification here. Without my normal getup I usually would have in front of me, I would have that kind of all there at my fingertips, but having here that the main works over here tonight in Mount Upton, New York, alongside my brother in crime, Mr. Stanton. I don't see what I normally see, so I'm going to take the guess. Todd is thinking of 3 heat races. I think I counted Stephen Moore finishing 4th. I'm going to think these guys are probably all carrying over onto the A. And this B-Main's going to be 15 laps in length, and I think we're going for starting position here for the A.
The green flag is out here. We're racing down into turn number 1. All cars qualify here for the main event. As these guys is going pretty much like Phil said, for starting position here in the A-Main. It is number 73 of Stephen Moore. A little bit more track time too, so they're going to be used to this one there, Phil. Stephen Moore, then you got Josh Peacock for 2, Alex Cummings right there running that 3rd spot.
Yeah, single file here on the opening laps of the B-Main. Guys are probably shaking down their subs a little bit. Stephen Moore doing a good job getting the field off of turn number 4. You got Peacock there riding for 2nd. Cummings, Pettyman, Henry Jones. For guys like Pettyman and Jones who may be coming to DWR for the very first time, no better way to go out there and shake these race cars out a little more, get used to some of the atmosphere over here that Road Warrior Racing provides, and coming out here and running a couple extra laps in the B-Main. So maybe not such a bad thing for these guys out there. They're running 4th and 5th, but seat time and experiencing just the surroundings they have around you of other cars, that's probably a pretty good assist these guys would have going forward to a 49 main event.
Definitely seat time, the name of the game here in the EWRAPS Modified Tours. Most of these guys racing the street stock division don't have a lot of time in the modifieds. They try to keep those guys so that way it's a learning curve for the modifieds, and those guys are able to learn at their own pace and able to put out a good show. Not a lot of, I believe the pro drivers keeping out of this little bit of a series a little bit. Is that they're trying to get the guys from the street stocks into the modifieds, a nice easy transition, and help each other out.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. And these guys at DWR, this is the pinnacle of dirt racing leagues. I'm telling you right now, we see week in and week out as far as their street stocks divisions go, they're the absolute best in the street stocks. But I'm going to say DWR is the absolute pinnacle place to race in all of iRacing. If you're not here on Sunday nights or Wednesday nights, you guys have missed out as registration is now closed. You're going to be able to sit here for the next 8 to 10 to 12 weeks, considering what series we're in, and watching some of the best take the Speedway each and every night. We have a good little race going on here with the B-Main. Josh Peacock and Stephen Moore, they're battling for the race lead. 61 car down to the low side. He's going to win that battle off of 4.
And Josh Peacock put him to position number 1 in the number 61 machine around the 73. of Stephen Moore. Moore drops back to that second spot, but a good little battle going on between those top two cars. Those guys fighting tooth and nail for the spot there, the top spot. They're able to run away from Alex coming aboard the 631 machine. Here comes the 73 back down to the bottom side, trying to get around Josh Peacock.
Yeah, he's doing a good job running down there with Stephen Moore. It looks like we're 2/3 of the way home here in the B main. This time by, going to complete lap number 9 or 15. So just about 2/3 of the way home. The 91 car doing a good job holding on, or 61 car doing a good job holding on up front. Stephen Moore in for second. Those two gentlemen have driven away 1.4 seconds over Alex Cummings. That group in intervals growing. A couple more car lengths back to you find Kevin Petty and Henry Jones. Those guys doing the best they can to hold on to the field. Peacock and Stephen Moore putting on one heck of a show here in the B. And Peacock, he's going to lead more by 4 car lengths down over in turn 3.
Yeah, Peacock's led 5 laps so far, coming up on 5 laps in that number 61 machine. And he's starting to get that 73 of Stephen Moore, just a tad bit that time by. Now up to .716 for himself and Stephen Moore. And then another 2.149 back to Alex Cummings aboard the 631 machine in the plane scheme here tonight. Didn't have enough time to even put the vinyl on that machine. He painted it up, and man, it's just out there. He's just tooling along there in the 3rd spot.
Yeah, it certainly is. No vinyl on, no design on that 631. Just going out there in a private car and let that thing beat. That's what Alex is choosing to do, and hey, that's his right to do so. We love to see all these guys out here on the network night after night as Peacock continuing to lead over Stephen Moore as we're running down on laps here in the B main. This time by 2 laps to go. 2 more trips around the half mile for number 61. That interval has stayed pretty consistent. About 4 or 5 car lengths on your screen. It looks like about that 8/10 of a second. So it's going a little bit bigger than I thought it would, but Peacock doing all the right things. He sees white flag this time off the floor.
Yeah, white flag off of turn number 4. Like the Bill said, we're already on the back straight away. That's how fast Peacock is setting the pace here in that number 61 machine down into turn number 3 and off of turn number 4 for the final time here in the B main. It is going to be Josh Peacock in the number 61 taking down the win. Stephen Moore for 2, Alex Cummings for 3. Kevin Pennyman in the number 88 machine for 4th, and 5th will be Henry Jones aboard the number 25 machine.
All right, so that was pretty awesome to watch right there in B main here from Dirt Warrior Racing Guys. Season number 2, race number 1, all starting out here tonight on an early Sunday evening for you live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. What do you say, Todd? We take a chance to thank our sponsors here before we get our main event there live here today. Let's see if we can put you on the spot. We got a lot of great people to help us out here live behind the scenes of the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got to thank our sponsors like Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNode.com, South Texas Speedway, Monstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Har Motorsports, Evil One Graphics, Trash Panda Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Gent over on YouTube. Thank all of them for all the contributions they give us here live on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network. Todd, 40-lap main event coming up tonight. EWRAPS UMP Modified Series presented by DWR. Let's go old school style here and get through our starting lineup.
Starting on the pole, driving the number 10, that's Racing Jason Salter. His dance brother outside, driving the number 12, that's Electric Eric Hexton.
And row number 2 on the inside, Cutter 09 of Joshua Healy with the number 06 alongside the underdog, Matthew Evans.
Inside row number 3, starting the 5th starting position, that's the 010, that's Casey Brunson. And his dance brothers outside, driving the 073, that's Steve Robbins.
The Evil One himself rolls off from position number 7 aboard car number 21. That is Jim Revison alongside the number 18, Kyle Surratt.
Rolling off inside row number 5, that's the number 91, that's Tyson Pankow, and James Selder, the 953, rolls off 10.
Row number 6 on the inside aboard car number 07, that is Justin Pruitt, and alongside the 36, John Monkern.
Josh Peacock rolls off in the 13th position, 14th is Stephen Moore.
15th start on the 631 of Alex Cummings, number 88 of Kevin Pettyman, he rolls off from 16th.
Henry Jones, Chadwick Rigby, and Lucas Chode in the 143 round out your rest of your field. We're getting ready to go green flag racing off of turn number 4. We're ready to stack, we're right back, green flags in the air, iRacing, iFlag, green flag style. It is Racing Jason Salter dropping the nose, dropping the hammer down into turn number 1 and off of turn 2, leading this field.
It sure is. We're looking back here at a good race going on for about 5th on back already. Down the back straight away, they're 2 and 3 wide back there. I see Eric Eichstadt in the mix. I see Matt Evans back there. Casey Brunson, Steve Robbins, those guys having a heck of a race back there. That's for about 6th on back, headed down toward turn 3. Jason Salter continuing to lead.
First yellow flag of the evening going to go out here. The first Hanover Record Service yellow flag as we're looking to see who it involves, and it looks to involve the number 73 machine of Stephen Moore. We're going to get a little bit more input on that one as we go back through the replay here. As Stephen Moore, looks like a little bit of contact there, goes around it and on, and makes a little bit of contact with that number 25 of Henry Jones. And those two cars going down for their quick repairs here in the EWRAPS Modified Tour.
Yeah, just a quick one there with both those guys going around, pointed the wrong way, and gets us on a yellow flag here on, I believe, lap number 2 of the race. So first hit of a Record Service yellow flag of the night. Replays, of course, here on the network. Always sponsored by our friends, BladeNode.com. It is simple web solutions powered by nerds. You need a website hosting. You need a VPS server, dedicated server. Well, visit them today at BladeNode.com. If you use promo code FVRN, you will get 25% off your first month or yearly subscription. Once again, that is BladeNode.com. Under the yellow flag, awaiting a restart as we go. Monster Productions on board with the number 10 car racing Jason Salter, who I believe was going to take this out to the lead on the restart over Eric Eichstadt. So pretty good little racing there in the opening lap, but I'm expecting this one's really going to get after. I see the in-car shot here looking out in the pace truck. God, that's a sweet-looking ride there. Jason Salter's got a good piece, and first time I've actually ever come on board one of these UMPs, and that is quite the sight out the front. Very low visibility for a guy like yourself, Todd, who's got experience in these race cars. God, what is it like out there? These things look like maybe a handful, a lot of fun to drive, but you can't see in this little cocoon around you what you got behind you.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, different type of style you're looking out there. The bars are a little bit different as we're getting ready to go green flag racing off turn number 4. So we're going to ride with racing Jason Salter on the restart of this race. He locks that hammer down. We're going to watch him drop the nose down into turn number 1.
He sure does. If he gets that hammer down, look at that view on the in-car of car number 10. You'll lead him down the back straightaway off in a turn number 3. And I just feel so at a loss there being inside the race car because I've usually seen 4 or 5 cars around it. What a great look there. Got to thank Monster Productions for the look at the onboard there. Our buddy Jake Keel he's been making hashtag dirt track racing great again. We've been doing that up here in upstate New York the last 2 nights out of the fun. You know, we were fond of Speedway last night. That was an awful lot of fun. Friday night over at Todd's home base, the Afton Motorsports Park, and now back here doing what we do on the online side of things here at DWR Volusia Speedway Parks. Sunday night, Eichstadt Wraps will be modified series, and early on in the going here, Todd, we're now working over on the lap. We're lost on that count. It's somewhere off on one of them. Todd's got so much. It's like 7 of 40. There is so much telemetry I have in front of me. You didn't see that after night. This is amazing how you do this. This is completely. It's foreign to me to call the race in this angle, but God, this is cool.
Yeah, definitely different, different type of atmosphere here as we're watching a replay here. Is what brought out this second Hanover Record Service yellow flag as Phil was going off on the tangent there.
I
was able to catch it. He had no idea the yellow flag was out. But the number 91 of Tyson Pankow drove it in pretty hot and heavy down into the corner. I don't think he expected the cars in front of him there to get as sideways as they did. He makes contact. It looks like Alex Cummings involved in 953, also involved in that one.
Yeah, it sure was. A tough break for those guys. Second yellow flag of the night early on in the going here. Just now working lap number 8 under our second caution flag of the night. Unfortunately, Tyson Pankow has a really good piece out there in that Full Velocity Racing Network. And number 91 going to have to relegate himself to the back to the rear of the field. This is, different. I didn't know the yellow was out. They were still kind of looking at speed to me. I always have the assist of hearing the spotter telling me the yellow was out. You don't have that. I always wonder why you never know the yellow was out. Well, now I kind of figure out why.
There's a little bit of a yellow dot up there, Phil. If you see it up in the left-hand corner, I can see that, and I also can see the Hanover Record Service yellow flag at the same time. We're getting locked and loaded off of turn number 4. Green flag's back in the air. iRacing I flag, green flag, and hopefully it stays this way. Racing Jason Salter out into the corner. Eric Eichstadt letting her dig, letting her eat down on the bottom side.
Yeah, Eichstadt looking for room down low, but look, eagerly carry that. Matt Evans, the 06 carrying the line off the corner. That white and blue number 06 off the corner. Jason Salter going to continue to lead. Everett's holding on for second. Eichstadt drive back a little bit further than I thought he would. He's got his hands full back there aboard car number 12. Looks like we're early yellow flag for the 3rd time now. Yellow on the Speedway already at lap number 10. Todd going to click on back here and show us our BladeNode.com Full Velocity instant replays. I get to see here and take the ride with him, and that was quite the little stack up there in the field. Was that Josh Peacock around, or the heck was that?
No, I don't think Josh Peacock is very bulletproof for that one. The flying pheasant, as Phil has coined him, I think he got shot down, Phil.
Little ski target there, a little yeet, and he is just kind of around the wrong way. And tough break there for the 61 car. Love Josh Peacock, and I kind of threw that nickname out there, and he gave me that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. So we'll let that stick, but I don't think we're gonna let him hold that one as long as I think Eric Eichstadt. We told Eric, you're gonna be electric, Eric, until you win one of these races. So far, so good early on. He's running up there in the top 3. He's just seen some green flag laps, and we're short of them here early on because we're only on lap number 11 of 40. We've been slowed by 3 early yellow flags. Not the way these guys wanted to start the season, but I guess you got to get the jitters out of the way sometimes. And what better way to do that than doing it right here at the Volusia Speedway Park as Todd throws the standings on the screen in full. That is a cool little gadget. You got there Jason Salter, Matt Everett, Eric Eichstadt, Casey Brunson, John Moncrief with top 5, Justin Pruitt, Jim Revis, Kevin Pettyman, Stephen Moore, Kyle Surratt, your top 10 with James Sellner, Tyson Pankow, Steve Robbins, Henry Jones, and Joshua Ely now going to have to start back deep in the field, 16th with Josh Peacock. Alex Cummings rounding out our field here is 2 cars. Chad Rigby, Luke's Choke did not start the field, so 17 drivers took the green flag here. We're still early on. 12 laps of 40. It just looks like this time by. It looks like lights are out around this beautiful half-mile facility. Love coming out here in the Iverson simulation, seeing this racetrack. And we go back to green flag racing, iRacing, I-flag, green flag in the air. And looks like they've elected a single file restart. I think that's a great call with yellow flags here, marring the early part of this race.
And definitely marring the early part of the race here. The number 10 racing Jason Salter out to the early advantage. Those 6 of Matthew Everett's running in that second spot. Third is Eric Eichstadt. Fourth is Casey Brunson. John Monker right now running. Oh, we got 3 wide valley. Oh, look at that contact. Robbins racing, more contact, and around goes Brunson.
Oh, no.
Eichstadt into the wall.
Eichstadt on the wall. Brunson getting the worst end of that one, and they haven't thrown a yellow yet. I can't believe it. We seen 3 early. Maybe the starter threw that thing off the stand, and either way, Casey Brunson, the short end of the stick on that one. Him and Eric Eichstadt getting caught up, and that's going to jumble all the racing action up front as Salter and Everett's driving away. Now it's John Monkern, Justin Pruitt, and look at Kevin Pettyman's first night out. He's up on the top 5 in the car.
Yeah, the number 88 of Pettyman running inside the top 5, like you said, Phil. Now down to the bottom. Oh, contact, man! Around goes Pettyman. You say something nice, Phil. And around he goes, that black cloud here. And oh, man, I thought the 18 of Surratt was going to suffer the same kind of thing through corners 3 and 4.
No, the best part about doing this gig next to you, I can probably just drop the bike and walk away. I mean, if we get the curse there, I don't have to take my headset off. I can just walk the other side of the room, go sit with your wife, watch TV, do whatever the heck we got to do. It's a beautiful day up here in upstate New York. It's been gorgeous all day. It kind of almost paid us to coming out of the sun out there this afternoon and coming to do one of these things. But under the yellow flag here, 4th time tonight, presented by Hannibal Record Service and our BladeNo.com full velocity replay. Unfortunately shows Kevin Pettyman's number 88 was having a good run early in the top 5. While he's unfortunately not in the top 5 no more, as he got some contact around there. I'm sure I think got loose kind of by itself, and the unfortunate bystander there was that Jim Revis that was involved, and a couple more cars piled in, and they continue to savagely hit in there. So a lot of really fast cars involved early. That was Jim Revis involved there. John Monkert looking at a piece like Eric Eichstadt's back there. James Sellner, who was having a good run early on. Those guys all going to the back of the field as we tore up some cars here early on at Volusia this evening. Not even halfway home here yet.
No, definitely not halfway home. Just watching everything going on here, and a lot of contact here, and unnecessary contact there. Man, a lot of cars piling in, and man, Ely upside, almost, he did a nice rendition of 2-wheel in it there through the corner, so. Get ready to go back to green flag racing, though, as the lights are extinguished. They went past the start finish line. We're already down into 1 and turn number 2 here. So 1 and 2 here for racing Jason Salter. So hopefully everybody's got all the bugs worked out here. Again, these guys are learning these modifieds. A lot of these guys street stock competitors by night, and they race a lot of street stock. Not really accustomed to a lot of the modifieds. And these guys trying to learn and trying to get better at them.
Well, I'm telling you what. Yellow flag racing on the UMPs is making me not itch to race one of these things, but I'm sure a little bit later on that we shift gears here to the street stocks. The guys at DWR, they know how to wheel those things. It'll probably get my fire burning here in a little while. But we go back to green flag racing. iRacing, I-flag, green flag in the air. Jason Salter going to lead the field down to number 1. Matt Everett's in there for the 2nd spot and looking to run for 3rd for Justin Pruitt in the 07. That's a different looking wrap that I was used to seeing out there. Justin doing a great job. He's going to look to the low side. It is so cool to see these guys step out of their comfort zone last season. guys like Brewer. I know John Moncart's put some time in. And look at Kyle Surratt. That's a guy who's synonymous with my name, going out there with a modified 18 of Surratt looking to the inside of Moncart for the fourth over turn 3.
Yeah, Surratt dives down to the bottom side here as we are finally halfway home here at 20 in, 20 to go here at the Volusia Speedway Park. And Surratt letting her dig down on the bottom side. Here comes the number 10, also Casey Brunson. Brunson trying to get around Moncart as they enter the back straightaway. Good battle going on now, starting to wage up there for the top spot. Actually, that's the second spot. That is between Everett and Justin Pruitt. So those guys starting to go at it. Also, nice battle, like you said, going on 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th position. Those cars, you throw a blanket over them, you want to see a darn one of them as they come through that corner.
No, you really don't. They are putting one heck of a race back there. You've got the likes of guys like Surratt back there, Moncart, Casey Brunson rebounding after that spin there. Yeah, didn't bring the yellow flag out. How did Casey Brunson get robbed the yellow on that one? As that car got completely turned around in the wrong direction, had a tail on to the end of the field, but he's rebounded nicely. The run up there, it looks like we're at 7th position there for the Yoke 10. Casey doing all the right things, looking to the low side. That's a good battle between himself and John Moncart. That's for racing the top 5 over 3.
Yeah, Brunson was getting a tad bit loose aboard the number 10 machine. So I thought he was going to go around it and not all by himself. Able to keep control of that machine, the number 10 machine. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make his way back around the number 36 machine of John Moncart. And we thought the 61 was done, Phil. Look at Josh Peacock. Peacock already inside the top 10.
That guy is just driving the wheels off of that 61 car, already back there mixing it up inside the top 10. And the guy, you can chase down these guys already. You got Stephen Moore up there. You got Moncart, you got Casey Brunson, Surratt up there running in the full spot. Jason Salter, on the other hand, Todd is trying to check out and high aboard the trash pan of graphics number 10. He's going to get a little gap there between himself, Matt Everett and Justin Pruitt. Those guys didn't even have a good little race on the road. They raced for second now over in turn 3.
Yeah, racing for that second spot. Oh, now for the top spot there. Whoa, a little bit sideways goes the 06 machine of Everett. Trying to get around Salter, almost leading on him there through the corner, able to keep it off of the number 10 of racing, Jason Salter. Salter holding on to that top spot as they flash by that star finish, like 12 laps remain.
I'm telling you, I looked up in the corner of my screen, corner of your screen here, and I saw Everett and Pruitt right together, and maybe I was wrong. Maybe that's Pruitt back there racing with Kyle Surratt's number 18 car. Kyle was running down the back of the 07, so maybe a peek over to that race going on for Fergus. Those two cars look to be a little bit tighter together than our Kurt battles up there for the race lead. Surratt now going to look to the low side of Pruitt racing off for third off of 4.
Side-by-side battle. Surratt just can get the forward right off the turn. Down into turn number 3, and as the 07 of Justin Pruitt holding on to that final podium finish. Let's talk to us here on Full Velocity Racing Network. It's always a good time when we can talk to Justin Pruitt. But Surratt diving down. Oh, contact to the wall!
No.
Kyle Surratt able to save it though, Phil. Well, that wall hit him hard.
Well, he hit the wall, and it kept it straight, and the dang car is still going. And there's no yellow flag on the speed. You know what happened to the Duke tire down there? You got stuck. Yellow flag would have came out again. You don't want to do any more yellow laps, do we? I tell you, every time. Wall's going to win, you tires don't. That was a perfect example, Todd. Point for me.
Surratt right now running in that 6th position is not where he wanted to be. And oh, some more contact back there to 91 of Pankow. Not sure what happened to Tyson Pankow. Oh, more contact. Oh, there's a lot of contact on the front straightaway. The 25 machine around Henry Jones. A newcomer here, like I said, modified tour. Jones around. But there was a lot of things going on in that one.
There was a lot of cars bouncing off of cars. And I couldn't believe it took 3/4 of a lap to get one turned around, but unfortunately it was Henry Jones going around putting together our 5th caution flag of the night and under 10 to go. 32 laps in here for the main event here. 40. Go back and take a look at our PlayNo.com, Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay. We know Jones got turned around, but there was a lot of stuff happening up ahead. It looks like it was guys checking up off the wall. There's a lot happening right there.
It definitely is the 91, and it looks like the 73 making contact. 91 comes off the wall, creating into the number 25, sending him spinning Henry Jones, and back down the track comes Henry Jones. And the 953 just barely misses him. James Selder just barely missing the 25 machine, and man, tough break. That's not the way he wanted to start his night. I'm pretty sure of that one.
No, that was a pretty wild ride there for 953 missing that car, but tough break for Henry Jones. And I guess there's a bystander with that one. It was definitely him as those two cars bounced off the wall, and he was just trying to make a beeline to the left, and Stephen Moore's car coming down, looking to the right rear, turns around, yellow flag on the Speedway for the 5th time. Hope you guys are having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun doing this alongside Todd. It's cool to see this thing from the perspective he gives you guys. A whole lot of different feelings. It's weird for me to call a race this way, but it's a challenge. It's a lot of fun. There's a whole lot more things that I'm normally accustomed to seeing here. The telemetry, he's got lap times up here. Stuff I usually don't see. So this is kind of a cool deal for us. It looks like the call-less time, we're at less than 10 laps to go, Todd. We're going to get a double file restart, and that may throw a curveball to Jason Salter. He's going to have to contend with Matt Everett alongside now. You got you guys like Casey Bruns back there, Justin Pruitt in the 2nd row. Kyle Surratt's been fast. John Moncurt is in a good piece. Josh Peacock, he's rallying back into 7th. Alex Cummings, Eric Eichstad back in the top 10, running in 9th. So look out for those guys. They've worked their way up to number 4. We go back to racing with guy racing, guy flag, green flag up in the air, and Jason Salter's going to have to hold out the best challenge. Matthew Everett and the rest of the gang behind him. Look at him fade out 3 wide behind for 3rd or 4th line back.
3 wide there, the number 10 of Brunson. Up on the top shelf with the Speedway, able to get around Pruitt in that 07 machine. So drop kicking back to the 4th position. Getting fired on by the number 18 of Surratt. Surratt back down to the bottom side. We have 3 laps remaining for racing Jason Salter. He's led 37 laps of 40. He's led the whole race. Can he hang on for just 2 more circuits as those popsicle sticks go up in the air?
2 more trips around the half mile for the Trash Panda Graphics number 10. Racing Jason Salter. Matt Everett there running the 2nd spot, but Casey Brunson saying not so fast. I want to stake my claim on a run here in 2nd. Casey going to look to the low side as Jason Salter motors on. He gets white flag on the Speedway.
White flag in the air for the final time around Volusia Speedway Park, at least in the Mighty Modifieds as they turn down into turn number 1. Racing Jason comes off of turn number 2 down in the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. Can Salter hang on? One last ditch effort by Matthew Everett. Not going to be had. It's going to be Racing Jason Salter taking down the victory here in the EWRAPS Modified Tour season number 2, race number 1 here at the Volusia Speedway Park.
Did it in dominating fashion. Started on the pole and led all 40 laps in that number 10. Going to take down the win over Matthew Everett there. In that 2nd spot, as you said, Casey Brunson gets a solid 3rd. 4th going to go to Justin Pruitt with Josh Peacock rebounding for a good solid top 5 run. It's a points-paying series, so that's a great night for him. 6th for Kyle Surratt. Eric Eichstad rallies back for 7th. Alex Cummings in 8th. Stephen Moore 9th, and running at our top 10 is trying to beat him. Can't be down the street that far. I got Stephen Moore running 9th there, so that's going to be how they come down to the line. But we'll talk to our top 3 here at our post-race show presented by BladeNo.com. We'll be Victory Lane to talk to Jason Salter. We'll talk to Casey Brunson and Matt Everett as well. Next on your source for esports racing. We'll be live here in the DWR Discord. Give us a few seconds. We'll be right back here live. They're a fan. Let's do it this way. All right, back here live in your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, live tonight at the Volusia Speedway Park. EWRAPS UMP Modified Series presented by DWR. Well, we got Jason Salter taking on the win. Matt Everett's in for 2nd, and our guest at this time aboard the 010, Casey Brunson. Casey, terrific run there for you. Rallying back to our 3rd place run there. Your car was really solid early, and then about halfway through, you get turned around, and the yellow flag did not come out for you. I almost feel like you got ignored right there. How were you feeling after that one? I thought you got a tough draw on that one.
It was whatever. Just, I think one car got in the wall, and Eric kind of came down because the other car was coming down. Got a little sideways. Just kept her straight, kept on going. I think the caution came back out 10 laps later, so it was all right.
Yeah, your car was really, really good. It was handling good all night. You had to pass a lot of cars. Racetrack was in terrific shape. We did see a little bit more yellow flags than I think anybody kind of anticipated, with 5 of them here over a 40-lap main event. How did that offset your rhythm? Was it able to allow you to gather yourself back up as coming back to the field? Because you passed a lot of cars, but it was definitely tough sledding. As these guys came to eat out here this evening, I would say.
The first 3 was during like the first 10 laps. We went single file and got the laps going again. I think we made it to lap 33 for another one came back out. This is enough to gather the field back up so I can get some more cars.
Well, Casey, I got to say, probably the most improved driver here. DWR's last season's around. You out here once again on the podium here live tonight on your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I give you the floor one more time. I would like to thank out there that got you out here this evening.
I like to thank EWRAPS and DWR for putting it on, and you for broadcasting it. I can never forget about you.
No, absolutely. We appreciate that as well. We love you guys. You guys are brothers to us, and great run for this gentleman here tonight aboard the 010, Mr. Casey Brunson, finishing up third. We'll walk a bit further down here trackside, and we'll catch up with the driver finishing second out here tonight in Volusia. That will be car number 06 of Matt Everett. So we'll let Todd click around the controls down here. So he's doing a good job. There we go. We'll drag Matt Everett into the conversation. We get him down here trackside. Matt, terrific job for you. 06 car there, finishing up in the second spot with some tough sledding here early. You guys had a tail behind the pace truck for a little while. What were you thinking there? As you used the outside lane, you tried low. What more could you have thrown at that 10 car to make your way around?
Well, Todd, if I would have been able to stay off the wall, I might have had something for the 10 car, but I just kept on scraping that front stretch wall, and I just kept on losing the momentum. And a couple times I had him by his door, but then I come off corner 4 there, scrape the wall, and lose my momentum. So I was trying my hardest to get around him, but it just was not working.
And you had a really, really good fast car all evening long. You get a second spot here tonight. You started up near the front. Even with the competition you had Jason up front, of course. Casey had a good run behind you. Guys like Jim, Justin Pruitt, Kyle Strahol had good runs. What are you thinking out there as these guys were taking their best shots at you side by side? As a guy like myself or a lot of these guys DWR, not as quite familiar with the modifieds. How are you feeling out there seeing those guys go to your inside and trying to steal your position away?
I was just trying to hold my line. I'm pretty decent in the mods. I like the mods better than any car on iRacing. I do my best in them, but fixed setup is a little more challenging, and then we had full fuel, so that made it a little more difficult with getting in the corner with 18 gallons of fuel and stuff. But as long as you hold your line, make sure you don't get too sideways, you can run with them.
Well, Matt, you did an awesome job out here tonight, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, getting a second place finish to start the night in the UMP Modified Series. Matt, we're live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. I'm going to give you the floor one more time and let you salute the fans out there, whoever may be watching.
I'd like to thank everybody who watched on the broadcast, Jim and all the guys from DWR for hosting, Eric, who pretty much runs the UMPs, you guys for broadcasting Sundays and Wednesdays for us. You do an awesome job.
Well, we definitely appreciate the kind words there, Matt. As Phil and Todd, we're sitting here 3 inches apart this week, so this is going to be a lot of fun calling you guys out there tonight. So, Matt, terrific job this evening. Good luck to next year. I know you're going to be out there in the street stocks, but you've got a lot of good luck here in the last season. So, keep eating out there tonight, buddy. Let her dig, and we'll talk again, I'm sure, here very soon if we don't talk to you later again this evening. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, Matt Everett's finishing up. Oh, go ahead. I found if you right-click them, it works better than a dragon. All right, as we get working down here trackside, I said we're sitting here side by side here tonight. So, in the end of the controls of dragging guys in and out, maybe a little bit more difficult than usual, but we got it all sorted out now as we have worked our way to BladeNode.com. Victory lane and talking to the driver of the number 10 car, racing Jason Salter. Jason, a dominating effort, flag to flag from the pole to a checkered flag, and mainly untested all night long. good old Sunday drive for you, I would say.
I don't know about a Sunday drive. It was still a rough run. I mean, the guys behind me, I know were fast. I know Everett's. I think if we were a good green flag run, I think he's going to catch me. But yeah, I mean, I was surprised to qualify on the pole and stay up front as long as I did.
And I'm sure the yellow flags early probably had to help you as well. 3 in the first 12 laps, which for DWR is pretty much unheard of for you guys. You guys are the cleanest league out there. I call you the pinnacle of iRacing dirt leagues out here. But I'm sure that helped you get in the groove early on. But once you guys got single file and sort of some laps out, your car was pretty solid. You say a long green flag run, you think they may have had a run? I'm not quite so sure. That car was really hooked up. Fixed setup, of course. Don't sell yourself short, man. You really drove the wheels off that thing out here tonight. I'm going to give the mic one final time down here on BladeNo.com, Victory Lane. Salute the fans out there who may be watching out there.
Yeah, I thank everybody for watching and coming out and racing with us. This is the first night of the mods this season, and probably had some first race jitters throughout the field. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming running with us at DWR. Thank Full Velocity TV for putting on an excellent broadcast as usual. Trash Panda Graphics. And yet again, everybody for watching, man. Really like to see everybody come out there and join the chat and have a good time.
Absolutely. And the Facebook Live chat was very lively out here today, as Todd usually does. Well, I've got my phone in hand monitoring this thing, and these guys have been out here rooting for you all night. There you have it, folks. So from BladeNo.com, Victory Lane, car number 10, the Trash Panda Graphics Machine, Jason Salter in Victory Lane here down in Volusia tonight. So we'll let him get back to it. And we'll walk away here. We'll pay you guys a due out here tonight. Is Todd been in the controls alongside. So what do you think, Todd? A great main event there, 40 laps around, and we got 60 coming up for the street stock. So these guys go back to their home office. We're going to be for one wild ride here in a little while on the network.
Yeah, definitely going to be for a wild ride here in just a little bit. 8 p.m. Eastern does the server go up for Sunday Night Shootout Street Stock Series. But 8:20, you will see us live here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, probably about 8:15 Eastern Time. So we try to get in there about 5 minutes early to try to get everybody out there, try to get that broadcast out there, try to get everybody lived up. So you'll see that link coming up here live on the Full Velocity here in just a little bit. You'll see the link come live on Facebook. So make sure you tune in here at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Time for the Sunday Night Shootout Series live from Volusia Speedway Park.
Yeah, 1 hour from now, we go back live on the airwaves. So before we get off the air here, once again, let's thank all our great sponsors here at the network. Thank Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag, Voiles Trucking, BladeNo.com, South Texas Speedway, Montstar Productions, TDR Racing League, Hard Motorsports, Evil One Graphics, Trash Panda Graphics, and Full Throttle with the Gent. From my brother and partner in crime, Todd Stanton, Jack Truin, Brett Rolls, Ron Piles, Mark Karch, the entire cast of characters that make up the Full Velocity Racing Network. Phil LeCast going to sign off. We'll see you back here about an hour from now, right here at Volusia Speedway Park. So don't go too far. Grab a drink, grab a beverage, have some dinner, whatever you got to do. We'll see you back here in an hour. Talk to you then.